Most of us empaths have a massive shadow. Let me put it in a box and just store it and lock it somewhere in my own body so that I don't remember it, so that I don't feel guilty for having that. And that is where your personality splits. That box is your shadow. Your shadow self creeps in from time to time. So you try to people please there. This is why there's a dissatisfaction in your life where you feel like you're giving so much, you're getting burnt out at work. Answer to breaking out of that loop is looking at your shadow. What have you suppressed in that box? The only way you can truly break out of these negative loops is to accept that you have a shadow and you will shine your light so brightly despite what the world says. Most empaths do not even realize how massive shadow they have. Because being an empath feels either like a superpower or like a curse. Superpower because you can sense other people's intentions, abilities, feel energy in the room, sense things before they can even happen, and your intuition is always accurate. It feels like a curse because you feel like a misfit. You feel like no one gets you. But what I want to talk about today is these extreme feelings of an empath being almost godlike and feeling like a total misfit in this world. There is a good reason for that. And the reason is most of us empaths have a massive shadow which needs a lot of healing, nurturing, and growth. Now, what is shadow work, you may ask? So most of us, when we grow up, we express ourselves, our needs, our desires and interest. But the society tells us, no, that's not right. That's wrong. You shouldn't behave that way. You shouldn't have that desires. Those goals are too big for you, or you cannot make money doing that, or girls don't do that, or boys don't do that. And over time, these beliefs from the outer world impacts the child version of you. And the child assumes that the adults are right because that's what a child can do at that moment. It says, okay, I might be wrong to have these desires, I might be wrong to do these things or have such big goals and aspirations. So let me suppress it. Let me not listen to these feelings, these authentic feelings which I have. Let me put it in a box and just store it and lock it somewhere in my own body so that I don't remember it, so that I don't feel guilty for having that. And that is where your personality splits. That box is your shadow. And you start behaving in a way that suits the needs of the society. And because these beliefs were formed in your early childhood, it's also associated with your lower three chakras: the sacral chakra, solar plexus, and the root chakra. That's why empaths have this high intuition which comes from your third eye and your crown chakra. The problem with that is your shadow self creeps in from time to time. asking you to open up, asking you to have a look at your lost desires, lost dreams, because those are the true part of you. That's what you had come here to do. Imagine that you had signed a soul contract to become an artist, and that dream got suppressed in your formative years. And throughout your life, that need to express yourself as an artist was not met. But your crown and third eye chakra so opened and so strong that you can understand other people's emotions, intentions. So you try to people please there. You try to give people what they want so that you can get your needs of expressing yourself as an artist or whatever it might be. This is why there's a dissatisfaction in your life, where you feel like you're giving so much, you're getting burnt out at work, you're getting drained of your energy in this universe, but you're not receiving anything. And you're meeting these terrible people who just want to get out of you because you're giving so freely. These might be narcissists, toxic people. And you wonder why you are in that loop. And so today I'm going to tell you the answer to breaking out of that loop is looking at your shadow. What have you suppressed in that box? What have you kept hidden that is screaming to come out? What are the needs? Maybe in childhood you felt like you're not supposed to have any sort of need. You're just there and sitting in a corner, just quiet, not hurting anyone, not expressing your ideas. Maybe you might have felt like you're not even supposed to have financial needs. So you live below minimum. You live a very frugal life, which is good, but you take it to such an extreme that you don't even allow yourself to spend on the basic necessities that you need. Be it clothes, some technology, food. You always suppress your needs. It could be the need of you to being heard, to voice your opinions in this world and not be judged. So the only way you can truly break out of these negative loops is to accept that you have a shadow. Most empaths would say that we are not the problem, the narcissist is the problem, and which is true in many ways. But after a while, you have to look within yourself and say, what can I change about myself? Because you cannot control the outer world, you cannot control other people, but you can change yourself. You can look within and see, okay, this is my shadow side. I've suppressed my deep core need to speak out, or to draw, or to be an artist, to be an engineer, to be a musician, whatever it could be for you. Look at that part of yourself which you have forgotten. You don't even remember that it is a need now anymore. And once you start accepting that there is something in that box, in that shadow which you're hiding, then start taking that tiny step, the smallest step which you can take possibly, with whatever little you have. It might be as small as journaling your thoughts about that feeling. It might be reflecting on what do you want to become. Now this might take a long time to understand what truly your shadow is. But I'm sure you'll find it. It is mostly based around a sense of belonging, a sense of family or home, security and safety, your financial needs, your sense of self, who you are, what you have come here to do on this planet. Think about those things. Accept that you might not have lived to your fullest potential because you have been suppressed. And it's not your fault. So don't blame yourself for not reaching the highest potential as an empath in this world. Once you start taking some steps towards integrating this shadow part of yourself, you will see improvement in your personality. You'll feel more childlike, feel more happier. Some expressions that you might not have felt for decades now. And now that you know what you need to do to feel that emotions, keep doing that over and over again, even if your external reality does not change. Even if there'll be challenges which try to suppress your inner child again. The society will always come and say, hey, we told you that is wrong 20 years back, it is still wrong. You're not allowed to do that. But now you know that this is your true inner calling, true inner purpose, and you will shine your light so brightly despite what the world says. And I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. That's it for today. Until next time, walk in faith.